doesn't matter about the view because it's about GMV, right? One has a 500,000 view, has more GMV than 1.7 million view. And I just like shared the link on Instagram thread. And I noticed that generated 300 sales on that machine. And I remember that day I was on live for 5 hours. That same night, I think my GMV was almost 2,000.
Talk to me about those best videos that you've done.
Instead of saying, hey, use this, actually you gotta use it and show close up of your face. The lighting is very important. I'm still generating sales from that video. It took 2 months to hit. Being consistent with uploading is very, very important for TikTok Shop.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to TikTok Shop Affiliate Academy, a podcast that uncovers the story and strategy from the top 1% of TikTok Shop affiliates. How you doing, y'all? My name is Ivan. We have a very special guest today, Yumi. Hi, Yumi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we were talking pre-call, and we like to talk a little bit about a background and on who you were, what you were doing before TikTok Shop, and you were telling me you worked in the beauty space, and now it's kind of attributed a little bit to your success. But why don't you go ahead and give a little bit of background on yourself and what you were doing before TikTok?
Yeah, so I was a beauty packaging graphic designer for this big company for 10 plus years. I worked with different company too, but like that was like the latest one. But I got
Hmm.
married, I got pregnant. I had a hard time with the pregnancy, with nausea, and I just couldn't work. And then
Hmm.
when I had kids late, right, in 40s, I have two boys, so like being at home for my kids were more important than working because I
Yep.
work all my life. So and my husband was supporting us, and we didn't have any issue then.
Yeah.
And then just like focusing on healthy cooking and just focus on raising my boys, that was like the best thing for me at the
Yeah.
time. Now they
Right.
are bigger. And another thing is like my husband is like having some problem with the health. He is on chemo. So he's on like a later stage of a bile duct cancer. So
Oh no.
yeah, so seeing that, I was really like just helping him, like, with, it's just he had a three major surgery. They had to open up his spine like three times last year.
Oh my.
Oh my God. And then we had a hospital bed downstairs. So imagine like it was a huge mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I saw my husband never quitting on us,
Right.
as a father, right? You're like provider, right? And then
Yep.
I saw my husband, he's literally like in pain. He rather take the pain medicine and work. He
Mm.
works at home. And then when I watched that, I was just like,
Wait, so he
you
worked
see,
through this whole time?
yeah, he never quit. He
Oh
never
my
stopped.
goodness.
He's like the type of guy, like he was at he after he's like a cancer surgery, he's like, bring me a laptop because I gotta work. And I'm like, honey,
Yeah.
just take some time off. Everybody
Yeah.
telling him time off. He's like, it's a sale. In sales that
Yep.
you don't want to lose the momentum. And
Oh,
I
so
never
even
seen a
sales,
man.
it's higher stress as well, right?
It
Because
is,
yeah,
but
and
he's
so he's
good.
the okay.
He's like he's a top at the company. And he
Okay.
doesn't want to lose that. He want to provide for us. And that really like when I watched that as a wife, I was like, I wanted to do something for my husband too.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
like that kind of woke me up. I said, I think I need to do something. Now like
Mm.
kids are in school for at least 6-7 hours. I can do something. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's why I thought about, making some side hustle. And then at the same time, I got involved with a small Korean group. It's a
Mm-hmm.
women's group, and we were kind of encouraging each other. It's called Udonya, means like women takes on challenges. In
Okay.
the beginning, I was like, I don't need more challenges. I was like, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
But like whenever I went to the meeting, like it was exciting. They say like, put do the 5 year goals. Where you want to be in 5 years, step
Yeah.
by step. And then we have this leader named Jen Park. She's a very famous fashion designer in Hollywood. She's like, you can do this. Well, she was keep pushing me. She's like, I
Yeah.
see your potential. You can do it. Like
TikTok
whatever your
shop
mind to.
or
She's saying
anything.
like whatever you want to do, influencer, I think you can do it. She said I should do cooking YouTube first because I'm
Oh.
like good at cooking. And then that's a lot of work. I don't know if I can do it if I don't have time. But somehow I got into Amazon affiliate, and
Mm-hmm.
then I was just like using a device, and I just like share the link on Instagram thread, and then I noticed that generated 200 to 300 sales on that machine, and I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't even really demonstrate. I just shared the link, and people
Yeah.
really believe because like I'm 49, and then my skin is like good because I'm using Korean products, and I'm
Yeah.
like interesting, right? And
Yeah.
then I like at the time I noticed I had just got into TikTok shop. I got accepted in TikTok shop because I had like 2,300 people. I think I
Yeah.
could have got it in earlier, but I didn't know what TikTok shop was.
Right. So let me pause here.
So
You said a lot. I want to be
yeah,
able to kind of
yeah.
recap.
Go
So
ahead. Go ahead.
first of all, amazing journey.
Yeah.
Your background previous was helpful, right? Being in the beauty space, seeing the beauty, how it sells, marketing. I'm sure you kind of want to, in your day-to-day job, you saw how products sell, right? How they're marketed,
Mm-hmm.
etc. And then kind of your family and your family story, your hardworking husband and father of your children, kind of putting everything else before him and really just sacrificing. And so kind of you took that as inspiration of like, I need to do something for myself, for us to kind of
Mm-hmm.
put that forward. And then your journey went to kind of a women's group you mentioned, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And this is maybe a sign from God or whoever you believe in of like, hey, you could do this. Go down this road and see where it goes, and gives you that extra motivation. Where one day you're like, I can't do this, and then if you got that motivation, you're like, wait, maybe I can, right? Someone else
Yes.
believes in me. Why not believe in myself?
Right.
So that's a good point. And then yeah, I think you mentioned you're 49. So for those on the video, Yumi does not look 49, right? And so I think this also helps with her TikTok shop, right? Because it's like, hey, I'm 49. I'm using these products. My skin looks great. You could, it's easy kind of selling point right there. So huge, I am sure, in your strategy, and you kind of took that to your advantage, right? And so that brought you to Amazon affiliates, where you made, Amazon affiliates videos. You were making of this product. I think it was, you told me pre-call, it was Medicube, correct?
Yeah,
Medicube,
the Medicube device, the
the device,
digital
right?
pro.
Like a skin
Yeah.
wand, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
and then so you sold 200 units on Amazon Associates, and that was crazy. Like, wait a minute, this is possible from one video or one post that I made. Go ahead, selling like hundreds of units, and then you're like, but with, I think people know, but with Amazon affiliates, you only get a small commission, right? There's
Mm-hmm.
you only get pennies on the
Yeah.
dollar compared to
Very
TikTok.
little.
'Cause I think it's what it was like. Is it like 3, 4, 5% versus like
No,
20?
not even. Not
Not
even.
even. Okay,
I
so
thought it was
yeah.
like dollar for $200 or something. It was ridiculous.
Okay. So very small percentage on Amazon affiliates, and then a little bit down the road, TikTok Shop came along, and you're like, wait a minute, you can get 20% on a sale versus less than 1%, and then kind of that opened your eyes. So now you're on TikTok, you're on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
Shop, you're seeing like what it. And first of all, incredible journey. Like I love it, and now it's kind of, you're seeing the fruits of your labor. But yeah, talk me through the first TikTok shop videos. You saw the potential, you saw that people are making money, you knew you could do it through Amazon affiliates. Like, what did those first videos look like for you?
Well, the one I told you about, the car stuck in tree, that was 12 million view, but no money because I didn't have followers.
Mm-hmm.
And when I realized, but I still got paid through other viral hug that I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
But on the TikTok shop, I remember the first video was like the collagen pills. They already like tried to for me to sell the collagen pill for my face. But I
Uh-huh.
remember that video that I made. I couldn't even talk. I was so shy. I couldn't even talk. I just
Mhm.
like this. I say the AI voice, I'm 49, I'm taking this pill. And
Mhm.
that just kind of like did pretty well.
Okay. What did pretty well mean? How many views per se, or
Oh
how
my
many
God,
sales
that
do you
the
remember?
view went over 10,000 view.
Okay.
That's not
Not bad for
bad.
your first videos, for sure.
Yeah, and then the commission was low, but like, hey, I'm making money,
You made
you
money. You
know?
made a sale, right? Your first
Yeah.
videos getting tens of thousands of views, pretty shy at that point, shy
Mm-hmm.
enough to use voiceover, and then getting some sales. Like, wait a minute, someone bought something from my video, and so you had a kind of quick up kind of
Yeah.
sales on TikTok Shop at that point. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Anything else about those first videos?
Couple more videos were very like like just very plain, nothing standing out. Now when I watch it, I laugh because
Yeah.
who's gonna buy that if I talk like that? There's no confidence.
Okay. Yeah, but
No
everyone starts.
confidence, but yeah, but
everyone's-
I don't really remember what other videos because I have now so many videos I couldn't even go
Yeah.
back to the first one.
Yeah. What time of the year did you start TikTok Shop?
September last year.
September, so a couple months ago, end of last year, 24. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so you got some success. Talk me through that first like I made it moment, or oh my god, TikTok is so amazing moment, where you're just like, this is it, like I need to go all in? Like what are some of that,
November. Yeah,
November? Okay, talk me through
definitely.
that. Like what was it? What was it? A video? Was it a moment in time?
When I discover I can do live, and I'm like, I
Okay.
better do, and I need to just get over this camera fear, because even I'm today I'm doing it, like I just start doing the live, and then I remember that time, Black Friday, they started having sale maybe like 2 weeks prior to
Hmm.
Black Friday. I didn't even know, but like price was like lower, so people were coming in,
Hmm.
and I remember that day I was like on live for 5 hours
Okay.
because people were buying, and I'm like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
quit. That same night, I think my GMV was almost 2,000.
Okay. What was the product?
Medicube.
Medicube. Okay, so your Medicube wand. At that time, if I remember, it was really popping. Like a lot of
Yeah.
traction and trajectory. Sales were
Hmm.
going up, video views were going up, and now you're creating these lives of maybe a better value, or just talking about the product more. So the
Hmm.
demand for Medicube was up already, and now you're just creating lives to help push
Hmm.
that along or get those sales happen. Okay,
Yeah.
so you said this is an eye-opening moment, but like, why was it at such an eye? Like the fact that you could get so much sales in so little time, or like what was so eye-opening about those lives during that time for you?
Oh, because like I was like demonstrating, and then because I've been
Mm.
using it for a while, and
Yeah,
I noticed a big difference on my skin. So my delivery and also way I was explaining to me was very genuine.
yeah,
So
for
people
sure.
were just watching and how to do it, and then like also the warnings that I knew, like not to go over thyroid. A lot of videos that I saw, people did not go those dangerous area, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always read and everything. I always tell them, hey, just make sure you don't go over thyroid, because it can actually mess up your hormone
yeah,
metabolism, stuff like that. They really appreciate it. They say like, oh, whenever you talk, it's so genuine, and we all really appreciate it. So I was creating this bond between my followers,
yeah,
and then I was like, every time I try to do, they always come back and just want to say hi to me. So
yeah.
like that was so sweet.
Right.
And then I got more motivated to do it, because like people actually like my advice.
Yeah,
And then I would start adding more, and I'm like, might as well. I'm just gonna add every Medicube product. So whenever I do live, I add like 30 products that they can actually go through. They ask
hmm,
me questions. Even they buy somewhere else, they come to me and ask me, and I'm totally
hmm,
fine with it, because that's my future customer. I'm not gonna
yeah,
be mad like you really
yeah,
bought
for
it,
sure.
like So yeah, so that time I'm like, okay, this is the where I need to focus on
Yeah. How many
direction.
people, viewers, were in your lives at, I guess, that moment, and kind of would
Oh, the
you?
maximum I had was like maybe 200, 300, not
Okay.
like thousands yet,
No, I
you
mean, that's
know?
great. 200
Yeah.
people in a room with you. Can you imagine? Stop what you're doing right
Oh,
now,
that's
and
true.
200
Yeah.
people in your room, like watching you. That's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah. And then they go
So,
in and out. But like now, like when I do live, it's just like, come to like 40, 50 and goes down.
yeah,
If they are really interested in, they stay, they're just saying hi and go by. Everybody's busy. So I totally
yeah.
understand.
No, I
I even
mean,
do, yeah.
okay, cool. So, and then another question I have, you do both lives and you do shoppable videos.
Yes.
I guess, like, currently, what does that split look like? Let's talk about like GMV generated in the last
Mm-hmm.
month, and then also like hours put into it, work between the two.
So my best month was last month.
Okay.
No, February actually, because we had a
Okay.
Valentine's Day. And then I wrote it down for you because I don't want to be confused. And February was, hold on, like 33K.
Okay.
For me,
Nice.
that was like huge, because I
It
was
is.
jumping from like, I think January was like 20,000, and then like it jumped to 30,000, and that was like most of them is a two products, Medicube bundle. The one has a 1.7 million view, and then
Yeah.
the Geo toner pad. The Geo toner pad is really like was small company, but I made them viral. I
Yeah.
think I was the first one used it, and then I have like 5 videos went viral on this. So
Product.
product. I made
Yeah.
it like 10 videos of them, this
I
one.
love it. Yeah. I love
And
it.
that just, took off, and not millions of view, but that it doesn't matter about the view, because it's about GMV, right? So
Yeah.
Geo has about one has a 500,000 view, has more GMV than 1.7 million view.
Yeah. I also think like, you know, often when I interview affiliates here, they're like, why am I the best, or why did you choose me? Why do you want to talk to me? But I think the deciding factor for me is like, do you have a process, video making process where you can repeat it time and time again, right? And have multiple videos that get multiple, let's call it quote unquote viral and get multiple sales, right? And so you have
Mhm.
that time and time again with your kind of Korean skincare kind of skincare videos. And then I see you have other products as well. So yeah, definitely kind of like that's why I interview people like you, because you have something within your system that works. And we'll dive into that a little bit more on what that
Mhm.
system is. But yeah, congratulations.
Oh, thank
I love
you.
the story so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were you doing before? Talk to me about those best videos that you've done, right? I know you kind of lean towards Korean skincare because you're Korean, you have great skin, right? That's a natural. But like, talk to me about like what other kind of viral videos you have or products that you kind of lean towards, or some of the video styles that you have for that are
Well,
for TikTok Shop.
yeah, definitely it is a skincare because I notice if I just like sit and just like talk about this,
Yeah.
nobody really watches it. But
Okay.
when I actually start using it on my face,
Uh huh.
showing the action that the 3 seconds, I mean, I'm sure it's a hook. It could be like visual hook, but that always worked.
Uh huh.
So
So
instead of
applying it.
saying, yes, instead of saying, hey, use this,
Yeah.
actually you gotta use it and then like show close up of your
Uh.
face. Because even during the live, when I tell them about this one, as soon as I put the camera close to my skin, they are
Yeah.
checking the products.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they see the glow, I'm like, what the heck is she using? So they're going to the shopping cart, and I noticed that whenever I show
Ah.
close up of my face, like close up of face and then how it give you nice glow, they're checking the cart. So I said,
Yeah.
okay. So I noticed that like also like don't like go straight. Like I even tilt my face and they worked too. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Like
So
tilting your face is different than just going straight.
yeah.
Like yeah. So like
You
other
know, it works better,
one,
and there's a reason why you do it because it
I don't
works,
know.
performs for you, right?
No, because I had to apply the pad this way, so I
Ah.
tilted, and then they
Yeah.
went viral. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it might seem obvious to people, but like a close up of you applying the product is definitely gonna go further than you kind of showing the product, and then also
Mm.
like adding elements of like difference in like tilting your face to kind of maybe. For me, if I'm putting lotion on, it's gonna drip down, so I need maybe to tilt it so it
Yeah.
doesn't like it stays on a
Exactly.
little bit more. So yeah,
Right.
little tips out there. If you want to do skincare, like something that people are interested is like, how does it apply to your face? Like get really in there and show them like
Mhm.
how it applies, what's the before and after, and show the application and what it looks like afterwards. So cool. I
Right.
love that. So any other kind of threads that you have in your best performing videos? You mentioned kind of just using the product kind of in detail up close, but what about like
Mhm.
what do you talk about, or any, you mentioned hooks a little bit, but hooks or stories that you like to go with that you kind of lean
Um,
on?
yeah, so the one that have a best view right now is like 1.7 million view.
Yep.
But that one I'm very surprised because I
Yeah.
don't demonstrate the products. I don't talk about the products. But the whole thing, the delivery with the video is urgency of sale.
Yep.
And if you watched it, I'm even stirring. Like it's a, oh, you gotta get it. Like almost driving like
Mm.
it's that. It's just like what is it, like 15 seconds?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like I'm still generating sales from that video that I made it in December. It got, I think maybe it took 2 months to hit.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
believe, yeah, yeah,
Important
maybe Jane.
note.
I don't even know when yeah, I think it was not right away. At least the 1 month later, it was going up, and then now it's 1.7 million view. I'm like, what? Is this what
Wow.
people like? It
Yeah.
was
So
just
just
literally holding like this.
yeah. Well, we're gonna review that video in a little bit, but just to reiterate here, you made that video, and then at least 1 month later, probably more, is when it started popping. So you were maybe in
Mm-hmm.
the few hundred, few thousand view mark,
Mm-hmm.
and then a couple months later, it started popping. And now it's at 1.7 million views. And I guess now is a good time to review it. I'll go
Okay.
ahead and share the screen, and we can talk about it a little bit more here. Share the screen, let it play, and here we go.
Girlies, Medicube has a flash sale on this 9 piece Medicube products. Grab it if I mean, you have to. You're gonna miss out on sale if you don't get it. I can't even hold it. Get some. I'm gonna get some too, guys. $78. Products linked to my orange cart.
Okay, yeah. So that was, I heard the stutter. I imagine you probably we're gonna not post it. Like, oh, I messed up here. Let's not post it. So one, like, definitely post your drafts because who knows if it's gonna perform and be 1 million in views.
Exactly, right?
But yeah, what are some of the? I mean, there's not like, well, what are some of the things you think went viral about it, or why people kind of attached to it? You mentioned call to action, right? There's a sale going on, but what other things do you think in that video do you really like?
But I think they really felt that I really want them to buy at sale price because I was like, that's what a lot of people say. Like I had to get it because you were really like stuttering, like almost dropped it like
Okay.
that. Somehow it worked.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Okay, so is that a style that you do often of kind of like showing value? Let's call it like bottom of the funnel, right? You're getting people
Mm-hmm.
to buy the product because of a sale or urgency.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a typical style you do? Like, do you do that often for every product? Is that something you go to, or just once in a while when it kind of hits you?
Yeah, when it's on sale, I always try to like rush. Like I get excited. When it's on sale, I want my
Mm,
followers to buy at sale price. So like guys, you know what, this is on sale. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but like please get it. Like,
yeah.
while it's on sale. And then like just upload it. Sometimes it goes to like 30,000, sometimes it doesn't go nowhere. But
Mm,
we know that we just have to keep posting, right?
mm,
So not everything got viral over that.
yeah. Yeah. So okay. So back to going viral, like you get some videos that get 1 to 2 sales, right? And then you have some of your videos that go viral, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what do you think are some common threads from your kind of videos that are 1 to 2, the ones that are like, okay, viral video. This is a characteristic of a viral video that
Definitely showing my glow skin is very good hook.
okay,
My
there you
skin
go.
has to be glow, no makeup, and
Okay.
glowing. The lighting is very important. I have like 5 different lights at home. I
Yeah. Okay.
invested, and then
Okay.
I know what works for like giving you like no light versus like this is no light, and then
Uh-huh.
look at this glowing light. You see a big difference. You can see.
Okay.
So for skincare, it's all about what you show. Like so if I'm gonna talk about glowing expensive serum, my face better glow, right?
Yeah.
So it has
So
to match.
yeah,
Okay.
I love that, and this is amazing. I don't know if you caught my mouth was open because I'm like, man, that's so like obvious, but like such great feedback, right? Like light
Mm.
and how you show yourself in that light. Talk to me about your 5 different lights. What is that like? Oh,
I have like the two
right,
small lights. I'll show you.
okay,
Like, these are really actually handy. The small one.
okay. So it's like
The
a
one is
rectangle
very,
light, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it has a warm tone all the way to cool tone. And I
Okay.
have the desktop. I have a full standing because I do fashion too.
Okay.
They've been just sending me clothes to the fashion, so I did it for them. I
Yeah.
like clothing anyways. So I
Yeah.
have and then also sometimes I like to shoot it this way. So I don't
Based
create
on
any shadow, you know.
okay. Yeah. Oh,
I
okay.
like to take
No,
photos too.
got
So
it.
like that kind of help I never took a photography uh
Last.
classes or anything, but I love taking videos and photos as a hobby.
Yeah. So you kind
So
of
that
know
kind of
like light reflection. Okay, yeah. So
mhm.
yeah, lighting is extremely important, especially if you're in makeup or
Yeah.
skincare. You definitely that that initial look that someone has of you applying or putting it on is super important, right? Because like you said, your skincare is for glowy skin, dewy skin, and you
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure you share that on the video. So
Mm-hmm.
oh, I love that piece of info.
Yeah.
Um Cool. So, like you mentioned it, my question is TikTok has its ups and downs, right? You have millions of views on some videos, you get hundreds of thousands in sales. Um, and then there's some videos or sometimes where you're not getting anything, right? And so, what keeps you going? I know you mentioned your husband and you use that as inspo, but like anything else that keeps you going, or you kind of revisit that, or what makes you making those videos time and time again, continuing to make them?
Oh, knowing that, understanding how the video works, it's not gonna
Okay.
hit viral right away. It can hit for a month, 2 months, 6 months. You never know.
Okay.
So somebody already said it's like winning a jackpot or lottery, and it is true.
Mm,
So being consistent with uploading is very, very important for TikTok Shop.
yeah.
I started with the 3 to 5, and then lately I've been up to 10 a day.
Wow.
And
Okay. I
then
hear
they
that.
just, yeah, and then they told me I'm a rising star, so they're going to increase the commission and they're going to push out my video more. So
Yeah.
TikTok does a lot of this incentive if you are very like, if you work
Active.
hard.
Yeah.
So even I make a draft and get ready. Like if I'm busy next day, I want to make sure I save everything and upload it
Mm,
throughout the day. So it was fun, and also video. it's not like we are putting on professional editing
Mhm,
like a Instagram will.
mhm,
It is like a all day thing. So like for me, like when I wash my face, I'm gonna
mhm,
video that, and that's
mhm.
one content. When I
Yeah.
apply one toner, that if I'm gonna promote that, that's another content.
Mhm.
If I'm making coffee, I'm gonna make that content.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be like a huge work, but if
Right.
you actually schedule,
You can integrate it within your day. Like as you
yeah,
your day, you can make videos and kind of just press record and then post it later, right? And
right,
each time suck. You're not like taking 4 hours of your day to set up
no,
everything and all that, right?
no,
And
no, no,
I want to pull out another thing you said, and I think you got it from someone else, but like TikTok shop virality is like hitting the lottery. And
yeah,
although that's true for sure, but like if you think about it, like if you can buy a lottery ticket, if you can buy one lottery ticket, like that's good. But if you can buy 10 lottery tickets and have increase your chances, like
yeah,
wouldn't you want to do
exactly,
that? So like let's make
yeah,
making one video, make 10 videos, right? And so
yeah,
yeah, I love that idea of kind of like using it as a lottery ticket and then kind of creating content accordingly. Like if you can buy more than one lottery ticket, wouldn't you do that? So why not create
mm-hmm,
more than one video, right? And so I love that.
mm-hmm,
I don't think I've ever heard it in that context, but that's a
mm-hmm,
great piece right there. So
mm-hmm.
cool. And then you said you did, you're doing 3 to 5 videos a day. Now you're up to 10 videos a day. What made you do that jump? And then how do you maintain that consistency? I know you said integrate it in your day to day, but like what made you do that jump? And then how did you, like 10 videos is a lot, let's say, right? So how do you kind of keep up with that?
Well, that's like a lately, right? But after listening to your podcast, one
Right.
of the ladies, she was very successful, and then she was like popping out 10 to 12 videos a day.
Mm,
And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing then. So
okay.
this is great. I mean, I wish I found you before more earlier, because
Yeah.
this is such a great like podcast. Everybody should listen when they're driving, because like I got so motivated, honestly.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the reason why I made this podcast, to inspire, to give them the tools they need to be better, like
Mm-hmm.
technically, like making a video, but also inspiration. Like we
Right.
talked recall, you listen to a bunch of our podcasts in a row and got inspired. You're like, multiple ways. Like I need to make more videos, but I need to make like 10 videos, like this other affiliate's doing, who's making hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And so that's
Right.
the real part of this, and I'm glad you got inspiration from it. It always kind of makes me smile extra big when I hear someone like listen to it, but even bigger if someone like executed on what we've been talking about and kind of made themselves better. So
Mm-hmm.
cool. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad
appreciate that.
I could help. Yeah, of course, of course. Okay, yeah, and then I guess mentioning again, we have a free community at affiliateacademyhq.com. Go ahead and join. It's on Discord. Lots of conversation, feedback on your videos. We have brand deals. We just introduced one the other day. Got really great feedback. So yeah, and we teach you, how to get your first followers all the way to making your first sales, and kind of connecting with other affiliates like Yumi, and kind of figuring out what works for them. So hopefully it can work for you. So yeah, affiliateacademyhq.com, totally free. If you want to be an affiliate, come and join. And yeah, thanks for that kind of plug, Yumi, of like, you got a lot of benefit from the podcast and the community. So
Yeah, it was
thanks.
really awesome. It's awesome.
Cool. Okay, so we reviewed one of your videos. It's a little bit of bottom of the funnel. I'd love to review another one, the mask.
Uh-huh.
That looks like you're a lot more kind of using it a lot more, if you will, right? And kind of the GU
Geo
mask.
toner pad. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that I couldn't find the most viral one is buried somewhere. That thing has over 500,000 view, but
Okay.
the
No.
one I just pinned has like under 300,000. But maybe you can just get an
Yeah.
idea
Let's
how I
let's
did
look
it.
at that one. Definitely look
Sure.
at that one, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, I think it looks great. I know that you are kind of displaying the product a little bit better and kind of putting it on your face. That's the one I watched.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna share it and then play, and then we'll be
The
on.
grinding pad, the dark spot eraser, it can also use as a mask. You can, so this is the area that I get spots. So you just apply and leave it on for 15 minutes. So this is going to be more like a spot treatment. If you have melasma, hyperpigmentation, and dark spots, go ahead and put it on the area that you want to treat it, and leave it on for 15 minutes as like a miniature mini mask. And it's more effective than just wiping it off. Because usually I wipe it off when I'm busy and then leave it on for like 90 seconds and before I apply other stuff. But if you have time, like in the morning right now, I have like, I'm done with everything. So I'm going to just do this 90, uh, 15 minutes and then whatever is left over. And then I'm going to wipe off my other area. And this is Korean. If you don't know, this got quite popular right now. But if you don't know about this one, this is this helps with the dark spot, hyperpigmentation, melasma, a lot of stuff, and also fine wrinkles. So it has like a multi-use. It has great ingredients. You can check out all the ingredients, but this is getting very popular. And product is linked to my orange cart here. To the brightening pad.
Okay, cool. So I can relate totally with that video because I don't know if you could tell, but I have like dark spots near my eye as well that I've been trying. But I'm gonna try this one and see.
Okay, cool. California. Wow, we cannot avoid
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, okay. So you're displaying it and kind of maybe using a different angle to the product, right? So this is yeah, a wipe, right? As a dark spot eraser wipe, and you kind of double the usage by using it as a mask, right? And you're kind of showing the vex, and then you could obviously see your glowing skin in the background, or kind of like not in focus, but like there. But yeah, talk me through that video. Is that typically a general rough outline of how you make a video? You definitely use the product, you showed your glowing skin, etc. But like, is that how you structure your videos?
Well, that's actually my first video that was successful when I did it that way.
Okay.
And then soon, like I don't talk first, but like action and talking first, that really
Hmm.
helped. So when I realized the view was going up, and then I'm like, oh, maybe that's what I need to do. So I was like learning. I
Yeah.
wasn't really like watching other people and then try to copy other people. I didn't do that because I know some people said that's the best way to do it, but I just wanted to make my original content.
Yeah.
So I just did it different way, and I say, hey, maybe they can use this as a mask because I was concerned a lot of people, really women, struggle with dark spot, hyperpigmentation, melasma. They get really frustrated because it keep
Hmm.
coming up from underneath. And I'm like, how about they use it as a mask? It's kind of pricey. That toner pad is not cheap.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
let's use the best out of it, right? So use it as
Hmm.
a, leave it on for like 10 minutes so we can use all, you know, the
Yeah, all the
best out of
juices,
it.
right? Not just
Yeah.
wipe it for a second, but
Yeah. And
for.
then everybody liked it. A lot of people bought it and used it. And then I was watching other lady. She have like 500,000 view also on that one that she bought.
Yeah.
Her acne got clear up too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it got so popular. So they were late shipping because they didn't expect to be that
Of
successful.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. So later they were like 3 weeks late. They had to make it more from Korea or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, that's a being on the seller side of things, the gift and the curse of TikTok Shop is you get viral, but now you run out of inventory, and then it's like
Yeah, I could
it's
see
the
that.
two to try and get, and it's not pretty on the affiliate side, right? Because you work hard, make these videos, you get one,
Mm-hmm.
you hit the lottery, and then you get one pop, and then all of a sudden it's out of stock, and it's like so defeating and
Yeah,
deflating.
people were canceling. Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
lot. I lost a lot of sale because they were not shipping on time.
yeah, but yeah, I guess it happens, but me like not easy, but it
Mm-hmm.
at least you got those viral videos. And I think maybe even more important is you said that this was the first of that style that worked
Right.
for you, and now you've done it multiple times and had multiple sessions of success. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have one viral style, do it again, right, and make that
Yes.
same video again. So cool.
Yes.
Approaching now the last part of the interview, but the rapid fire round. Handful of questions, just answer the best you can.
Sure.
um, what's your highest, you covered this already, but highest GMV generated in a month?
That was a February like 32,000.
32,000. Okay, cool. And you just got started and you're just learning and you're getting better.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that. Able to buy anything cool with that? Treat yourself or saving it?
Well, I have a goal for this
Yep.
year. So for me, I want to pay off my house.
Okay.
So I'm saving every dollar right now.
Good.
And
Okay.
that's going to be really good for everything. And also, I don't want my like husband to worry about, house
Yeah.
payment. I thought that would be great goal to, because I need a goal, right? So
Yep.
that's a good goal to have it. So this
Yeah.
year, hopefully this year, as long as TikTok is in, doesn't close down or anything, if I keep working like now, I think I can do it.
Okay. I'm here with you. I think you can as well.
Mm.
Along those notes, like what's an area that you think you can improve on as a TikTok shop?
Definitely, I want to learn more about ingredients in skincare. I want to be more
Yeah.
expert at it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I get into spots that people ask me question, and usually
Yeah.
I have the answer, but I'm not dermatologist, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm not, I don't go to school for that, but I can learn more, so I can help people
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the skin condition.
Yeah, I would say like what do you need to be a licensed dermatologist or a licensed esthetician?
Don't
What do
I
you
think you gotta put certain hours into it, or you have to go to like I don't know. Honestly, I didn't look into it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would maybe look into being a licensed esthetician, right? And
Maybe
right, so
that'd
we
be
could
good.
getting your education, but like I agree with you. Like you do have this aura of trust, right? You communicate about the product and anything that comes in your mouth, it's perceived a little bit more emphasis or like education,
Mm-hmm.
kind of trustworthiness. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely right. And I see that like being a skincare expert, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're in skincare expert on the side, but if you become more, official and get those documentations, like that's going to help your case even more. So definitely, I see that, right? And then skincare is so huge on TikTok Shop.
Oh
Korean
yeah.
skincare is so huge on TikTok Shop. Yeah, I see that angle working extremely well for you, of being like the Korean skincare, guru or
Yeah.
person or whatever, right? And
Yeah, that's
yeah,
why I want to be. I'm already having a lot of contact with corporation from
yeah,
Korea too. They're contacting
oh,
me,
love it.
emailing me with the
Yeah.
collaboration and
Yeah,
everything. So,
I agree. I agree. So yeah, a place you can improve on is kind of like your persona and
mm-hmm,
elevating that so that you
mm-hmm,
can kind of be more trustworthy, more everything. So yeah, I love that
mm-hmm.
piece. What is one piece of advice that you would give to yourself when you first started?
Uh, there's a one time in November when I was first making money,
Hmm.
I got a link to one of the agency that was not trustworthy. Didn't
Okay,
realize it.
tell me
So this is
about it.
something that,
Why?
yeah, I need to tell everybody so they care. Be careful. Can I say the name because they need to be in trouble or not?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, it was it was one of the agencies called Tap Talk Agency, and I even made a video because they totally mislead people who starts. They say you're gonna get a 40% commission. Okay, that sounds very attractive, but
Okay.
what they meant was I get a commission from the company, and they take 60% out of that commission.
Yeah. So you get
That is so
40% as in of the whole commission, you get 40%, they
yeah,
60%, but they angled it like you get 40% of the whole.
exactly.
So that's not cool.
And no, it's not. I was really sad. And that's the time that I made a big first sale on the live.
Uh-huh.
And the
Yeah.
commission was absolutely really low. I was like, what's going on? And then
Yeah.
realized it was them taking. And I couldn't even get hold of them. So what I did was I post a video about warning them, and then a
Mhm.
lot of people email me. They got same email, and then they cannot get on link. So you know how discouraging this is for
Yeah.
who starts.
Yeah.
So I want everybody to be aware. Like unless you know the agency, do not connect with them. Like or link your account to them. So that could
Yeah.
be like a good advice for everybody who starts because we don't know what we're doing in the beginning.
Yeah. What is the benefit? I mean, I know, but like, what was your perceived benefit of linking your account to them? Like, why
What
did you?
they told me is like they're gonna make sure they're gonna give me a flash sale on the live. They're gonna make sure I get a samples because in the beginning you don't really get samples,
Mhm.
So those all sweet talking, got me interested, and also the 40% commission was really high.
Which
And
is
a
false,
lot of people
right?
are talking about using agencies like the best because then they deal with the violation. If you get
Mhm.
account gets banned, they can help you. So like I knew there was some benefits of agency, but
Yeah.
I didn't know they could be bad too.
Yeah, just to kind of further along the affiliate academy that we have, it's we have the connections with brands, but we don't take any fee at all, right? We don't take
No, I
any fee.
know.
We have a free community teaching you how to get better, no fees. We do help with violations, so we don't push along violations from TikTok, but we have guidelines on how to best talk about supplements and skincare and all that. So kind of so you're not in that position in the first place. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely do your homework when it comes to agencies. Do you even need one? Like you might not even need one, right? So definitely have that as the first question. So I love that piece of advice for people who are starting. Like rethink your agencies. Any questions, kind of like ask friends in the business or join our community and you can ask in there. So I love that piece of advice. What are your future plans? You have your big goal of paying your house off, which is amazing. I think if you continue on your road that you're doing right now, I think you can get there. But like, what are some plans for you? Like, how do you want to get there? What does 2025 look like for you, Yumi?
So I really want to get to 100,000 followers.
Okay. How many do you have now?
And I got to almost 19,000.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
100,000 followers. And I think you can do it with that skincare angle, being that,
Yes.
that education,
Mm-hmm.
person. So, okay, what are
Yeah.
some other goals you have?
And just be consistent with what I do. I want to keep up with at least 10 videos a day. And then I'm going to just
Love it.
really see that's proven skill. 10 videos a day. And also, like other lady talk about samples, I'm going to, slow down on samples and then really focus on high end, you know, the brands that I'm working on, currently working on, just keep making same brand video, like a batch creating. I
Yeah.
think that is like going to be my style and more organized, so I can just have my life too balance, because I
Yeah.
am little getting burned out because I'm putting a lot of hours,
Yeah.
and like it's definitely a honeymoon phase, but I don't want to get burned out, so I need to just balance and do that, and that will be really good for my 2025.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. So it's like continue with making a lot of videos, but if you continue down that road, it's a little bit of imbalance. Now you're working
Hmm.
too much, etc. So be attuned to, when you need to take a break, and go from there. So
Yes.
I love that, Yumi. Again, thank you for being a listener of the podcast. You've dropped so many gems here, from your story all the way to like your skin kind of visualizations and everything. I know you've helped a lot of people. So I appreciate the time you took today, Yumi. Is great.
Thank you so much for having me, and it was very honor, and I'm just so happy to help other people. That's like something I, have a lot of joy when I help people. So this going to help other people, then I'm really happy.
I love it. Yeah. So Yumi, I'll send you an invite to the Discord. You can get in there and kind of continue helping people, giving them feedback on what you think, and that'd be
Hmm.
amazing as well. So, thank you for listening in today, everyone. Affiliate Academy. Don't forget to join us, Affiliate Academy HQ, and we will catch you next time. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.